Kindie Rock Stars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindie crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindie Rock Stars. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live interview episode of Kindie Rock Stars. We got a little something different for you tonight. Joining us here are Stacy and Athena. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Thank you.
All right. Before we get into talking about your background, what we're going to do here tonight, we're going to talk to Athena and Stacy for a bit, and then we're going to talk about a couple of songs, but we're going to play the music videos for those of you watching here on YouTube. So a little something different, but all right. So tell everybody out there a little bit about yourselves and how you got into Kindie music.
Hi, so I'm Stacy, and Athena, you want to say hello?
Yeah.
So me and Athena have known each other for a long time, since the late 80s. Me and Athena played in a glam rock band all over New York City back in the late 80s. And, we played everywhere, New York, Queens, so we were rockers back then. And then I went away to Berklee College of Music, where I met my husband, Kevin, who's a recording engineer and a drummer. And when I graduated Berklee, I came back, and me and Kevin and Athena started another band called Sacked Out Cherry. And that was like a funk rock, living color-ish kind of band. And we played all over New York. We played LA. We did for a bunch of years. We played all over. We released an album. We have an album that you could still get online. So from our band, Sacked Out Cherry. And then, we started having kids, and I have 3 kids. Athena has 3 kids. And, so we stopped playing, and I started teaching children's music. So I do after school programs, and I work in preschools, and I've been doing that for 20 years. I'm 4 or 5 days a week in preschools. I told the idea to Athena, and she started doing kids music in preschools. I happened to work in Jewish temples, and she was Catholic, and did you work in more Catholic schools or just?
Well, a mix of everything, little Presbyterian churches and some Catholic churches, and and some daycares, that kind of stuff. So did that. I was doing mostly like movement classes and like preschool music with rhythm instruments and stuff like that. So it was a little bit different than what Stacy was doing, but yeah, I was doing that for like 4 schools.
So it's funny, when we were playing in a rock band, we were both like in the New York City area, living and playing in that area. But then when we got families, I moved to New York, to Long Island, and she moved to New Jersey. We still stayed friends, and we talked back and forth about all the kids' music that we're doing. So I've been doing, for 20 years, and so is her, like in preschools, just doing music all this time. And I never really wrote my own music because there was so much out there, and I just spent the last 20 years doing other people's music. There was so much great stuff out there that I just used everybody else's. And then during COVID and during lockdown, I started speaking to Athena, and I said, you know what? Like, we have the time now. Our kids are older. We have more free time. We're locked in our houses. Let's write some original music. And we spent all of COVID lockdown and learning, and we all had to learn. Was my husband Kevin's a recording engineer back in the day, and so he had a recording studio, and he knew all about recording but we hadn't done it in so long that now this was a whole new thing, learning it on the computer. When we did recording, it was reel-to-reel tapes and big giant consoles. And now we learn that you could do an entire album just using your laptop. And we didn't even have to be in the same place. She was in Jersey.
That's part of it. Yeah.
I was in New York. And, first thing I said to her, I said, you know what? I want a birthday song. Let's write. And speaking of, it happens to be my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. This is a great birthday present for me, just doing this. This is very exciting. No place I'd rather be. But I said to her, it'd be so cool to have a birthday song, because I'm so sick. Every day I'm writing happy birthday on everybody's walls on Facebook. But how cool would it be to have a birthday song to just post on everybody's wall? So that was like the first thing. And Athena comes up usually with the first, I'll come with, I think, with the idea of the song. And then Athena will call me back the next day. And she has a verse and a chorus, and she has almost a whole song written. And then I usually come back and I tweak it, right? Would you say that?
Oh, you definitely tweak it. That's so, for sure. I'm not a guitarist and she is, but I just play around a little bit.
I'm the guitar major, so I'll, tweak the chords, and I'll make a form, and I'll usually make a bridge, and I'll complete it and make it. So we're really a great team. So I'll come up, we need a song about this. And then in a day she has it, and then I complete it. And then we had the whole issue of then learning how to record this whole thing on our laptops and being two different places. And my husband Kevin was great between, we learned GarageBand, we learned Logic, and we were able to put out an entire album during COVID. So it was really exciting, and we got it distributed, and it's now available on all of the streaming platforms. And that's basically how we started.
Yep. Now, 90% of the people I talk to, kids are the reason they got into Kindie music, their own kids. So no surprise there. But I'm fascinated by your past as a glam rock band. And after this interview, I might have to go look some of that stuff up.
Yeah, search out Stacked Out Sherry, and you'll see me and Athena looking a little different.
Yeah. So now, if you've been making music since the late 80s, wow, what a change in just technology and society and stuff like that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And also your point about the pandemic, I think everybody had a lot of creative time. I think there's a lot of albums that people will be able to look back and say, that's the one I did during the pandemic and was able to get done. So no surprise there. I was the same way. That's how I did my album. And I used a lot of those same tools. GarageBand is amazing. You can record an album on your laptop, on your phone. It's incredible.
Right. I mean, there is positive things that came out of the pandemic. I mean, a lot of, horrible things came out of it, but it really brought out creative ideas and in a lot of people in ways that they didn't even know they had before. It gave you the time to really think about it. And I think if it didn't happen, we all would have just been running around doing our same working and at our same schools, and we probably wouldn't have done it. So, and I think it brought out a lot of creative things in a lot of people.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about a few of your songs. The first song we have teed up here is called Kooky Crazy. So tell us a little bit about this song.
Okay. So Kooky Crazy originally was one of the songs, title of one of the songs that we had in our band Stacked Out Cherry in the 90s. And it was inspired by the old Nutty Professor movie by Jerry Lewis, like the old one. And we just liked it. I don't know. It was a fun thing. And so we made a song out of it. But then, as we were talking about with the GarageBand stuff, when we started to learn how to use it, I was looking around in GarageBand and I found where all the loops are. And I found this funky bass disco loop. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. And then I was like, let me see if I can throw on some drums. And let me see if I can throw on some guitar. And then I was like, how about maracas? And then all of a sudden we had this disco dance song. And so me and Stacey were talking about it. We're like, well, let's take up some dance moves and we just decided to use the same name that we use for that song, Kooky Crazy, because it really sounded like something that could be like a great children's, song, like a kid's song.
Totally
Crazy,
agree.
right? Yeah. So it's so kooky. So we were like, so we ended up, making the dance moves, and then the video was kind of inspired by that whole kind of dancey. What was the band that we were also?
D-Light, Grooves in the Heart.
Love that song.
Right.
One of my favorites.
So that
inspired the video for us, that we decided to use that for our Kooky Crazy song. And that's how that whole song came about.
Excellent. All right. So for everyone listening to the podcast, you're going to hear the song. For everybody watching here on YouTube, you're going to see the video. All right. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed that D-Light inspired video. It's good stuff. All right. Well, let's talk about another song here. It's called The World Needs You, and I understand this one is new. So tell us a little bit about this one.
Yeah, so this is a brand new one, just came out. We just finished the video. I'm very, very excited about this one. So I actually have a friend. She's a young, really vibrant rabbi that I know. And she always, I follow her. She does these great, amazing Facebook posts. And she posted that how cool it is that the one that made the whole earth then looked around and decided the world needs you. And I commented on it. I said, this needs to be a song. I mean, this needs to be a kid's song. And I made sure that, and we're saying how cool it is that this could be really for any religion, even if you're not religious. I mean, kids also, we all, as being adults, we all have questions about, is there, who made the earth, who didn't make the earth, but kids always have that thing in them where they know, and they're so sure of their feelings about who made the earth. And so I'm not pushing any religion on anybody, but it's open to whatever the kids feel, whoever made the earth. So whoever made the earth then looked around and decided the world needed you and it needed me. So it's just the importance about how you are and how just, even though you're one little thing in the world, each little thing put together makes, a lot of things, and how important the little you is. And I think pushing that into kids about, how important they are and how just that they can make a difference in the world, just having them in it makes a big difference in the world. And I just thought it was such an amazing lesson for kids to know. And I also love songs with hand movements. I know when I teach kids, anything with hand movements is what really brings them. So, we have, how cool it is that the one that made the mountains up so high, that made the oceans oh so wide, and made the stars up in the sky. And then they looked around and decided the world needs you. So I love songs with hand movements. It just really keeps them in. And I've been, since we wrote this song, I don't know, a month or two ago, I've been teaching it. I teach like starting at 2 years old all the way up to 6th grade. And it's really like caught on. And like the kids are requesting it and they love it. And so to me, I'm very, very excited about this song.
Yeah, this song has a great message. And, it's one of those songs that when a kid listens to it, makes them feel special. That's that message. I love it.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we were going for.
All right. So once again, for those listening to the podcast, here's the song. For those watching us on YouTube, here's the video.
How cool is it that the one that made the mountains up so high, made the oceans really wide, and the stars up in the sky? How cool is it that the one that made the mountains up so high, made the oceans really wide, and the stars up in the sky? And then they looked around and decided the world needs you. How cool is it that the one that made the mountains up so high, made the oceans really wide, and the stars up in the sky? How cool is it that the one that made the mountains up so high, made the oceans really wide, and the stars up in the sky? And then they looked around and decided the world needs you. How cool it is that the world needs you. How cool it is that it needs me too. How cool it is that the world needs you. How cool it is that it needs me too. How cool is it that the one that made the sunshine up above, and made the rain and the wind and snow, and the trees and the flowers grow? How cool is it that the one that made the sunshine up above, and made the rain and the wind and snow, and the trees and the flowers grow? And then they looked around and decided the world needs you. How cool it is that the world needs you. How cool it is that it needs me too. How cool it is that the world needs you. How cool it is that it needs me too. How cool it is the world needs you. How cool it is it needs me too. How cool it is that the world needs you. How cool it is that it needs me too.
All right. I hope everybody enjoyed that. The World Needs You by STACY and Athena. All right. Let everybody know where they can stream and download your music and how they can find and connect with you guys on social media. And then what's next for STACY and Athena?
Okay, so our music is available on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora. So you just look for STACY and Athena. You could also, stacyandathena.com is our website. You could like us on Facebook, STACY and Athena, Instagram. So we have pages. You could, so definitely reach out to us. We'd love to hear you. Post on our wall. I would love to hear what you, and you could also go to our, you can look us up on YouTube, look for STACY and Athena on YouTube. So we would love to hear from you. And we are in the process. We have another song that's already in GarageBand called Kindness that we're just almost done. We have scratch tracks already recorded, another one that Athena came up with. So we have a new one about kindness coming out, and plenty more songs that'll be coming up very soon. So
wonderful. Well, thank you both for coming on the show. This was a lot of fun.
Thank
We
you.
love being here.
Great.
Thank you so much for having. It was great meeting you.
Great meeting you too. And once again, Stacy, happy birthday.
Thank
Even
you.
though it won't be your birthday when this airs, it's your birthday right now. And we're
Thank you.
memorializing that. So, all right. Well, I'll talk to you again soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.